All right, so carrying on with that Logic 10.5 content, another new plugin included with 10.5 is Drum Synth, and I think a lot of you are gonna like this one in particular. Now, a lot of times I'm working with drum samples, we just work with one shots, drag into our sampler, and we sort of bang out our drums from there. But in Drum Synth, it's sort of in the title, the drums are built off of synthesis. Within this plugin, we can go ahead and manipulate, create completely unique kicks, snares and claps, percussion, hats and cymbals through synthesis. For example, our kick over here, if I go ahead and hit a key on my keyboard, I can use any one of these parameters to make that sound more unique to my record or to my sort of style. And because we're doing this, because we're sort of creating samples from scratch, this is going to be completely unique to you and no one's going to have this sample. So let's just break down this plugin right over here. It's fairly simple, as you can see. Over on the left hand side, you have a section where you can choose between kicks, snares and claps, percussion, hats and cymbals. And within that category, you can choose as a starting point what type of kick, for instance, you're going for. So is it a heavy kick? Is it a hard kick? Is it an air kick? And then you can go ahead and adjust parameters from there. So on the right hand side, we have controls for pitch. You have controls for tone. Do you want it darker or brighter? Controls for punchiness, for snappiness, noise, how long the drum sample is gonna, or the drum synth is gonna last. You want it to ring out long, and of course its output volume. Down over here you have different modes in which you can play the drum synth. In mono, so only one note can play at any given time, and it's going to play it out as long as our decay is set. We have poly, which is probably good for hi-hats, and we have gate, which will only play for as long as you hold down the note. And key tracking means if this is on, the sample is spread across, or the drum synth sound is spread across your keyboard. And if key tracking is off, it only plays whatever pitch value is set to here. But this could be good because let's say you're doing like an EDM build up dance track, you can have a kick going and you can sort of do that transition within this plugin. So I figured for this one, we can go ahead and just quickly put together a drum pattern using the drum synth. Let's open up Logic's live loops and we'll record into there since that is something that's new to 10.5. Let's start off with a kick. Want sort of like a punchy kick like that. As you can see, the parameters do change with different kicks as well. Make this a little bit longer. All right, I think I like that. So let's go ahead and record that in. All right, let's go ahead and open that up. Here is our pattern that we just recorded in. Let's go ahead and quantize that. All right, next let's go ahead and duplicate this track, get another instance of drum synth going. And let's go ahead and bring in a snare sound. That's actually not bad snare right there. And also keep in mind, you can use this to layer up your sounds. Like this would be probably a nice snare to layer out with another sample. Or that one. I think I like this snare up here, the snappy snare. All right, let's go ahead and record that in. All right, so there's our sample, or sorry, our drum synthesis. All right, let's go ahead and duplicate this one, and we'll just put in another instance here. Let's put in some hi-hats here. I think hi-hats is going to work really well on this drum synth for a lot of us. Let's go to a smooth hi-hat. I'm going to just make this a little bit punchier there. Want it to be a little bit sharper. Okay, so that sounds good. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn on note repeat here, and we're going to set it to 1/8, and let's go ahead and hit record. All right, and there's our pattern. Just make sure that we set our length right, because I did not end the recording properly. So as you can see, we're building out drum samples through synthesis, and it's completely our own sound. There's no sample like this out there because we dialed in how we wanted it to sound. Let's put lastly some percussion in there. Let's see what we got here. Should we add some cowbell? I think we always need some more cowbell. All right, let's put something like that in there. Record arm, hit record. That is drum synth in a nutshell. If you do have any questions on this, we can go ahead and chat in the comment section below. For your 10.5 content, if you want to see all the new features and everything that's new, click the card in the top right hand corner of this video. It will be a playlist video, and it'll have everything that's new in 10.5, so you get to know it and apply it to your future productions. That's it for me, guys. If you did like the video, remember, thumbs up, share it, and of course hit that subscribe button. I'll talk to y'all soon. Later. Peace.